What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Steph AB TV and welcome to another video. Now behind me you'll see the BMW M135i Coupe, and the question is, now that I've driven both the M2 and the M2 competition, is this literally probably one of the most bargain BMWs you can buy at the moment versus the performance you can get? So without further ado, okay, so we're going to do a quick little run through on this bad boy car. So one of the things that first of all that I really love about this is the N55 engine in this car is the same engine that you'll find in the older M2, not the one in the M2 competition, but the model before that. And obviously this is a detuned version of it, whereas the M2 is slightly more punchy, if you like. So these out the box, I believe, you know, don't get me wrong, I may be wrong on this, I believe they're about 305 bhp. And this one here has obviously had a remap, so it's looking a lot, well, it's looking a lot nicer anyway, but also it's running about 370 horsepower, and it's been done by MHD, and it's also running a pop and bang map as well, so it does sound ridiculous. You can see that it has got the M3 CSL replica wheels on it, which gives it that kind of 1M-esque look to it, if you like. It's got the front splitter on here, which is fiberglass, not the first splitter he's obviously had, because you can see how low the car is. It literally is super low, but it does look really good. Gearbox is DCT, and as you guys all know, I really do enjoy my DCT gearboxes in these cars. Aftermarket paddles, which you can probably see, and yeah, I mean, as a whole, this is a nice car. For what it is, it's very, very nice. Wow, okay, that sounds mad. So decat downpipe, straight mid through, and the normal back box. So listen to that. Flipping hell, man. Mate, that
does make
oh, mate, that sounds amazing. Let's do the windows up a little bit. I was thinking because of the wind noise, but mate, that is literally gunshots.
Yeah.
Absolutely gunshots. And I know that some people might watch this and be like, oh, that is definitely not for me, and that's such an aggressive pop and bang map. But
you can, with the MHD, you can, on an Android phone, you can connect it straight to your car with a cable.
Okay.
And you can adjust how loud the pops and bangs are. When they come on in normal mode, it won't do it whatsoever.
So it's only in sport?
So yeah, so you can do it from your phone, you can change the map as much as you like.
So you're laughing really then?
Yeah, so you can change it to the map.
And you've got, is this a valved exhaust?
Yeah, it's a valve exhaust. It's a stock valve,
yeah,
which I've modified to work on a remote.
Oh, I got it, yeah.
So it's stock back box.
Mate, that sounds nuts. And the thing is, it goes as well.
Yeah.
And the noise from that 3-litre turbo is lovely. Because you know, I think that nowadays, so many people have always said in the past that all old M cars, I'm particularly like the M2.
Cyclist is not going to
enjoy that. They're not going to be too pleased. Like that, when BMW announced that they were going to put turbos in their M cars, everyone was like, "Oh my god, you've killed it!" You know, the E92 was the last real M car that was V8 straight through.
Yeah. And
then they brought out like the M2 and the new F80 M3s, but arguably the performance now on these cars is so much more. And with such a simple thing, I mean, how much would it cost? How much did it cost to get your car from stock form, I guess, to this kind of power?
It depends if you go sort of second-hand parts, which was what I've done. I found someone splitting the car, so I bought all the parts off of it for roughly £300.
300 quid.
And then the remap is roughly 250 when you load yourself.
Yeah.
And you've got the 390 brake that they claim.
That's nuts. And it sounds so good, genuinely. And I mean, interior wise, I mean, how old is this car? It's over 10 years, isn't it?
2010, so 9 years.
9 years old. And it does look great. I mean, when I drove the 1M, and obviously this is the interior pretty much of the 1M.
Yeah.
And it's a very driver-focused cabin as well. Steering wheel's nice and chunky on it.
Exactly, yeah.
And you opted for the DCT.
Yeah.
Which is quite interesting. So what was the driver for the DCT?
Just wanted an auto.
Just wanted an auto.
But obviously I couldn't settle for the ZF gearbox. It had to be the DCT.
But no, I love it. I love it. And the thing is as well, like I've said it if you guys saw the video I did with Joe Achilles, I did an M2 comp DCT versus manual. And I mean, for me personally, manual's the great car, but go for it.
The tunnel.
Oh man, but the manual is a great car to drive, but as an everyday car, I think that the DCT is a better option, personally. But yeah, so what about next steps? Are you doing anything else to the car?
Hybrid turbo most likely.
You're gonna go for hybrid?
Yeah, and see how that feels. If it's still not enough meth on top, then that'll be it.
Well, so what would that give you? So if you went hybrid turbo?
Hybrid turbo and then get a new refreshed fuel pump, it will be 500-ish, 510. And then whatever the meth is, they say it's up to 20% off your 500 brake that you get from meth as well. So,
and I mean, and that's bonkers, because I mean the chassis of this car is great. I mean, people rave about the 1M. Obviously, it's a wider track, but the M135i was a car that people raved about it so much, and arguably they had to peg it back because it was competing with the 1M, wasn't it, to an extent? And I think this is a great car. And obviously you've tastefully modded it as well, which is what I like.
Which is I can't try to keep it stock looking. Just so people don't think straight away that it is fast.
And it's on coilovers. And the ride, it feels great. It doesn't feel too hard.
I was pleasantly surprised myself when I put them on.
Because they're relatively soft and it is low.
Yeah.
You've gone through what, 2 splitters already, or 1 splitter already?
Well, 1 split already, which wasn't my doing, but
lowered car problems. Lowered car problems. I mean, acceleration as well. Go for it. Oh, mate, that's quick. And then you've got that. Oh mate, well I'll tell you what, genuinely this car is a mate. Oh, flip it out.
Yeah, this
car is insane, man. I think you've done a really good job with it. And I remember, because you bought this car pretty similar time to when I bought the A45.
Exactly,
we both kind of left the Abarth community together. But since then, the stuff that you've done to it, the fact, because you've lowered it more, haven't you?
Yeah, it's on coilovers, so it can be adjusted to whatever I like, really. Yeah,
lowered it more. The wheels make this car, the colour's great.
Yeah.
Colour's great. But more importantly, you've pretty much bought yourself a bargain M2 for a quarter of the money. A third of the money, sorry.
A third of the money,
because an M2 will cost you 30 grand, give and take a decent one. You pick one of these up for about 10, 11 grand, spend a couple of, I'd probably say you probably need to spend about a couple of grand on it, really, wouldn't you, to say?
Yeah, to get, I mean, I've actually found out I've bought this very cheap.
Really?
Yeah, so they're actually in around 15k now.
Oh really? So you got a wicked deal then.
And on top of it, this is fully spec'd.
Yeah.
So this is every single option, extra Harman Kardon stereos.
Yeah.
And everything. So
but mate, even at 15k.
Yeah, even 15k is quite a good deal.
It is. It's almost like it's like a hybrid between a 1M and an M2.
Yeah,
it's kind of like in the middle.
Yeah.
And I think that's exactly what this is all about. So yeah, there you have it, guys. I thought first of all, thanks Szymon for having me out in your car.
No,
I really appreciate it.
Pleasure as always.
And thank you for being in the video.
Yeah.
Guys, make sure to check out Szymon over on Instagram. Link in the description below. Check out some of his photos on this car. Of course, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to me for plenty more content. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you all very soon on the next one. Thanks for watching.